And there we go! We started the round
Ooh.
2. The first group of our round 2 is gonna be the Group A, and there's a blacksmith at the start. I wonder, a lot of iron.
8 iron.
Yeah, that's a good amount actually. You can actually just play with it. You don't have to go search any more iron, I think, from it. Because that's gonna be a bucket, that's gonna be a flint and steel, shears, and possibly a iron sword, I guess. And that
Alright,
should be
well,
enough for most of the runners.
since I don't think we have a temple on this map, we're not going to see people making their towers out of netherrack as likely, so probably be seeing some out of the I'm blanking on the word, leaves. Making
Leaves,
their tower
yeah.
out of leaves, which, those 2 extra iron, you have 2 options. You can either make it into a sword or you can make it into an extra set of shears. One thing that's pretty easy to do pre 1.9 is to accidentally use all of your first set of shears on leaves, at which point, getting the wool that you need from the sheep can be a
That's right.
challenge.
That's right, but I think all of these players are experienced enough to just watch your shears durability, and I think that's not gonna happen, and the Iron Sword's gonna be a go-to, because Iron Sword is just so much better than a stone one. It's just so much
Oh,
easier to kill. Blazes, you can actually two-shot blazes instead of a stone sword. You have to take at least 3 hits to the blazes, so Iron Sword is a really game changer in the nether, and considering how hard it is to actually uh, kill the blazes and manipulate their RNG to not shoot you, and the hitboxes are a little bit weird, the Iron Sword is really tempting for the players. That's gonna be the play for, I think, all of the players. Yeah, I don't know if Teddy's obviously crafted an Iron Sword. He's the most experienced here. We've seen him playing in round 1. He really literally destroyed
yeah.
the first round. It was really good. And now, yeah,
As a reminder, we've tried to do everything that we can to remove the RNG. When it comes to normal RSG speedruns, there's a lot of RNG that goes into this game, but the village loot has been standardized. Everybody's getting the same amount of iron from the chest. Blaze drops, ender pearl drops, these chickens that are being killed, the feathers that they drop, along with the eye breaks, have all been standardized to remove any RNG. Really trying to make it an even playing field for these runners. El Ricci seem to be the first to actually build their portal.
yeah, he's gonna build a portal, but accidentally put a crafting table here, and it burned in the lava. So that's not a thing you wanted to see. But crafting table is really cheap to craft, so it's not gonna be a big deal for him. And that's right, that he's gonna be the first one to enter the end. But as you can see, most of the players try to have at least a little bit of leaves at the start. As we can see, 45 for Fala, Eldritch having a half a stack at the beginning, okay, for getting some more food from actually cows. Possibly he doesn't like carrots, maybe not in his diet. And yeah, the Fallacious, I hope I'm reading it right, this nickname. And yeah,
it's either Flacius or Flacius, if I had to guess between the 2 pronunciations.
okay. I'm gonna try to pronounce it right. It's gonna be a hard thing to be, but even harder could be actually killing those blazes. Arichi already has arrived to the spawner 3 spawns at the beginning, pretty good amount.
Quickly taking care. Flacius quickly taking care of those 3 wither skeletons. You can easily just touch one and lose all of your health, and if you get hit by one blaze ball, you pretty much are dead at that point. But
yeah, that's
going
right.
the same strat of towering up 3 on the side and just knocking them off the ledge. You don't even have to fight them to begin with.
Oh, an interesting thing actually, Elrichi found in closed up spawners, which is gonna be a more easier to keep the blazes in the cage, and Fallacious is, yeah, it's an open spawner. It's gonna be harder to not die here because of the blazes just flying around of the spawner.
He's given that spawner a roof, that way just controls the movement of those blazes.
That's right. Teddy's doing the same thing here.
It'd be very easy to hit a blaze, have it, get pushed out, and then your safe spots on the sides of the spawner are no longer safe.
Yeah, we can see the blaze on Falacia's screen just not cooperating. Oh my god, he's not gonna be
Yep,
able to kill him
exactly what we're
actually.
talking about. He's now got one on his right flank, so the
Ouch.
entire space behind where he could be running back and forth now has a chance of getting hit. And since he's mined out the whole bottom area, that blaze does have windows, but he's doing the same thing, building a little bit of a roof. Is that a blaze behind Falacius too? Falacius?
Possibly. Oh my god, so many blazes here.
I was worried they're about to run off the edge there. Let's see. All right, 5 minutes, 30 seconds in. Teddy with 3 rods. El Ricci doesn't have any yet. K4, I can't quite see their inventory. Velasius has 5 rods in inventory. K4 only with 2. Looks like overall Velasius is currently in the lead.
Yeah, he was the first to arrive at the spawner. The second one's probably El Ricci. And is El Ricci actually leaving already?
Oh, Teddy Ursa having 4 spawn on him.
Oh.
Narrowly escaping. He's made himself a safe space, able to run out of there. K4 doing some task overlapping. Mining some flint while you're waiting for those spawns.
Yeah, and El Ricci is gonna be actually the first one to
Ricci's
leave the
out.
force and leave the nether. As we can see, it's gonna be a really early leave. 6:20
6 minutes and
actually.
20 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, that's huge. That gives you plenty of time to mine up extra gravel, find a really good spot in the desert. I'm curious how far away it is. Oh, look how flat that desert is. Beautiful.
That's right. That was all just because of this blacksmith. They didn't have to look for a desert temple. They didn't have to look for a cave to mine more iron. It was just here, laying down in the chest, and that was the biggest time save of this seed so far, I think. And yeah, it looks really good for Ricci. He has plenty of time. Flash is gonna leave the nether also pretty soon. He's already near the portal, and the same's gonna be the same we can apply to Teddy actually. He's gonna leave the nether also, and K4 is the only one left in the fortress.
Couldn't ask for a better looking desert than this. Look how beautifully
Oh
flat that
my
is.
god!
You know,
Is it like super flat? It has to be like super flat generated. Look at this. It's so clean.
that's one of the factors of RNG in pre 1.9 is just how flat the terrain is because, your ability to see distance
Oh my
changes your
god.
ability to get more Endermans. So if you have hills in the way or caves or rivers or, water or lava pools, all of those impact your ability to get all the Endermen that spawn nearby with the drop tower. Teddy Ursa mining for flint as they're running. Look at that smooth and precise movement. With
That
a
is
stone
really
shovel too.
impressive.
If that was a gold or iron, I would shovel. Sorry, if that was gold or iron shovel, I would not be as impressed. But with a stone shovel, making it just a smooth, fluid motion, it's one of those minor efficiencies that adds up over time.
And he has already 28 arrows, so he's gonna be good on this flint. He's not gonna be needing any more of it. And actually, Falacius decided to dig down first because, yeah, he has so much time that he could have just dig down, make a hole first, and now he's gonna pillar up. So they're gonna speed up the process of setting up the tower.
Wow, front running the dig down a little bit. Yeah, there's also gravel that he dug into as well. That was pretty lucky.
Yeah, an interesting thing, actually, as we can see, Teddy just abandoning this pretty good terrain we've seen and just going forward into the ring, hoping that he's gonna be closer to the stronghold because the spawn was pretty not good as we can see. Like 0 on 150 coordinates on Falacia's screen. Richie actually is on 30 and 500, so he also moved a little bit into the ring to have this stronghold possibility closer to him.
Before making it out of the nether.
Yeah, he's gonna be the last one to make it out, but he's gonna be also really close to the terrain, so it's not gonna be bad for him. But still, yeah, he's gonna be a little bit behind.
Really like that Falacius took that time to do a little bit of the digging beforehand because it's 9 minutes and 40 seconds. There's still 50 seconds until they're going to be able to go to sleep.
That's right,
Try
and
to place a bed.
you can't
seem like-
place a bed on leaves actually
No,
on
it
this
needs to be
version.
on stone. Yep.
But yeah, it's still like 30 seconds. still till the night.
Yeah,
So what he can do is just, yeah, mine some gravel. That's the thing here. Oh, the flint dropped down.
yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Have to make that decision of do I jump off the side and risk a creeper walking towards me and ruining the tower versus just letting that flint go and despawn after, what is it, 5 minutes that items take to despawn?
Yeah, it's a 5 minute time after your item dropped, gonna despawn, and there's a knight for Flacius. He's gonna be the first to drop down and actually
Oh,
start pretty
not
soon.
not too far of a walk. It's pretty flat terrain. The base of these towers not having much height to them. You don't have to walk around. You know, the tower that I use is a bit archaic, and has a much wider platform using a door to manipulate the movement of the Enderman. But no, all players on similar pace. But
Yeah.
Flossius. Oh wow, Teddy Ursa. Oh, there we go. You see what Teddy Ursa did right there? Front running the damage that they take. They're low on hunger. That's not going to matter too much, but um, making it so that when they get to the bottom, they only have to die half as much. Whereas Vlasius is taking the full while wearing armor. Armor is slowing down that too, but I don't know. Fire, stand on it long enough, you'll die
Yeah, that's still
fast
a
enough here.
pretty nice time save here, and Flacius actually didn't gain too much by mining these, I think 20 blocks down first. Wasn't the whole dig down, it was like 20 bar blocks down, and it's like only 10 seconds in front of Tajursa, so it's not a good thing. That's what you expected from having this good nether leaf like him, but yeah, it's gonna all depend on Enderman spawns right now. It's a good spawn for Luigi. I see at least 5 Enderman. Pretty
Good
good
to see.
start into the night.
Good to see Speed Nintendo talking in the chat about, as you're dropping off the tower, it seems like it would be pretty hard to ladder clutch, but by placing those blocks on the sides at the top of the tower, you're able to control how far you go out. You stay within the blocks, so you're still able to hold down shift to catch yourself on the ladder, but you know you're far out enough to where you're not getting hit on the ladder as you go down, kind of like Teddy Ursa just did as they dropped down to that second ladder for some damage. I think now, as we get into this middle section, go ahead and just take a moment to thank our sponsors, CG Spring Urban Arts Fundraiser. Let's go ahead and see !UA in chat. Thank you, Red Bennett, for that. You know, I couldn't tell you too much about them, but if you want to learn more, there is a link in chat for you to go learn more about what they've done. They've been a great supporter of the Minecraft community. This is not, I'm told, the first time that they've gone ahead and contributed. So shout out to Urban Arts Fundraiser, and shout out to the hosts. So pretty standard tactic here. Spawn at the top. Your distance to the ground is far enough to where hostile mobs don't render. Friendly mobs still do, but hostile mobs are outside of the render distance, which means as you fall down from the top, you are resetting the spawns on the ground. Allows you to keep looking for Endermen, have them fall to their death without having to do any combat, and you can see Flacius. I'm gonna call it something different every single time. Phallikias in the top right-hand corner using some netherrack and fire to be able to not even have to wait that drop down to the bottom to die. It's very measured, this tower that they've made, to where when you fall down, you only have one half of a heart, and you're high enough up to where the skeletons are not going to be shooting you. And so really it's as long as it takes to get the Enderman into the hole and instantly die and reset.
Yeah, that's right. That's really well designed tower here. It's just really efficient. What can I say more? It's just efficient. Easy design, easy thing to do. Just look at the Enderman, they're gonna drop to their death, and after you die, you're gonna spawn 128 blocks ahead up here. So it's gonna be the magic number where all the aggressive mobs, all the mobs that can kill you, gonna despawn, and there's gonna be new mobs and possibly Enderman. Which are you looking for in this round?
Days Nova in chat with a correction. It's not that the render distance is different for the non-hostile mobs, it's that they don't despawn. Thank you for the correction on that. And who will be the first? That was one thing I was curious about is although they've standardized the drop RNG for these Endermen, I don't know if they've standardized the spawn rates, which
I don't think that's possible actually to do this, so it's gonna be a little bit of energy for
it
this,
would
but
be it would be quite a bit of coding to be able to make that
yeah.
happen. But still, by making the terrain as flat as possible, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, they're playing 1.7. Is that right, or do you know if they were playing 1.8?
Yeah, that is 1.7 for
By
all
playing
the
one
players.
by playing 1.7, they're eliminating the caves spawning in the desert, which makes it so that all the hostile mobs that are spawning for the most part are spawning on the surface. And by caves, I don't mean all caves altogether. I mean caves that start on the surface and go into the ground. I'm sure there's still some naturally generating caves.
Yeah, Elrichi actually was in a cave while digging down, and I think there was Thalassius that encountered a mine shaft, or maybe it was a cave for POV, probably one of them. So not all the caves, but just enough. And as we can see, Thalassius is gonna be the first one to leave the tower 15 pearls. That's a really good amount. And actually, he's gonna pearl up to save some time with this extra pearl. Nice idea to have here. And K4 actually is gonna do the same thing. He started the tower as the last player, and he's gonna leave as the second one. So it's not a bad time save here. His Enderman spawns were kind of good for him. And that's gonna be benefit him right now as he's gonna um, leave his tower, leave his dig down place, and gonna go towards the stronghold. But as we can remember from his coordinates, he's not far out from the spawn, from the 0-0 coordinates. Oh, and Richie, oh, having a creeper blowing up, and another
Oh
creeper
no!
blown up. Oh my god, I hope his tower is gonna be alright. I mean, he already finished his split, so I think there's no way to actually tower destroying one of the ladders. Important to drop down. Now he's gonna be alright, and yes, he's good. Only 12 pearls, I think. That was really dangerous for Elrichi, but he's gonna be out as a third one. But yeah, the advantage that has Elrichi, he's more into the ring compared to the K4, for example. And Thalassius actually also started this flat terrain, so he's not gonna be far into the ring. So Elrichi still could be pretty close to them, even maybe ahead of them. It's all gonna come down to... Oh, look at Teddy actually. What was
And
Teddy
he's doing the same
doing?
strat.
Yeah,
Probably
he's
just
doing the same strat, but I was
out.
confused. I was scared for the moment that his items despawned because he was looking in his cave around like he was looking for some items, but fortunately he still has 15 pearls as Flashes and Kafer also, so it's gonna be alright. And he's actually gonna be pretty close to Flashes coordinates right now. Also 500 on the Z coordinate. And Elrichi killing some more Endermen in a hardcore style. Just aggroing them and killing with a sword because of this 12 pearls he got from the tower. He wants a safe pearl, he wants this one more just to ensure no breaks or no further problems into the run. And that's a good play, especially for the tournament scenario, especially when you're playing 3 different versions and it's not all about 1.7, it's also about the further games which you also have to play.
I wonder
As
if
best you can.
Teddy, since they had dug into an abandoned mine shaft, if they were quickly checking to see if there's any free floating string nearby since they had their sword in hand.
Oh,
Obviously, since it was still nighttime and they didn't find any during that time, they went ahead and killed spiders to be able to craft their bow. But I'm curious if that's why they were looking around for a second there.
that is a
You know,
possibility, I
I
think.
was
And
I was a
actually,
bit
I'm gonna point it out because Lucia is already digging up to the stronghold. Look at this.
yeah, pretty close race for this first one. All 3 players currently working on their triangulation.
Yeah,
K4 is going backwards
oh
and
my
doing
god.
their dig down. Nice. Ricci digging straight into the stronghold.
And both of the Falacius
And the
and
portal
Teddy
ignition
actually
there.
above the stronghold, so they are... All the players are really close. We've
Ricci
seen...
is a little bit short on arrows. You see only 3 flint. They got all the feathers. They've made
only-
one set of arrows. I wonder if they're going to be doing some task overlap in the end. a little bit of lag there. Block lag after breaking that block.
I don't know if he has even gravel to mine. That could be a problem, and I think... No, he has a bow, so strings are
Plenty of
alright.
gravel.
Okay, so I don't know why he just go back here, and now he's... Okay,
I don't know
that
what the
was
cause
pretty
was.
confusing. I don't know what he was doing, but he's gonna be the first one to enter the end here. The second one probably Teddy, that's right. Jumping into the portal. And Palacios also entering the portal room, and K4 actually kind of lost in a stronghold. I don't know if we dig down to the... Oh, and Elrichi! Oh no,
Oh
he
no!
actually died! The dragon yeeted him! No way! He didn't land a water bucket, that's so unfortunate! That's gonna be a major time loss for this player right now. Oh no!
Right, only the top 2 players of this match of 4 are going to be progressing to the final round, so, you know, there is still plenty of tournament left. We've seen many times in tournaments players die, whether it be to the dragon or just something else random, like falling into a cave during a dig down into a group of 3 creepers. You know, there's still a chance for recovery, but that is a huge setback.
That is, but as we can see, I think Elrichi is already really close to the stronghold, so it's not gonna be this painful. But yeah, he's gonna be the last to enter the end actually, and Teddy already hit the first good bet actually. The quarter of the damage applied to the dragon boss.
Yep, distance to the stronghold is another one of those RNG factors that, you know, you wait until you're 15 minutes into the run after having gotten out of the nether after getting all your pearls, and you still don't know necessarily how far away you are from the stronghold. It can spawn a lot closer to spawn in the pre 1.9 versions because you're able to spawn a lot farther out from 0-0 at a random chance.
Oh no, Elrichi doesn't have a pickaxe to dig up right now, so it's gonna take him a little bit time to dig this cobblestone.
And there's
the
the dragon.
still. Oh my god, please.
Dragon normally does a charge pretty early on after entering the end. A little bit of
really
bullying,
common, but okay, he's out
he
actually.
was able
So
to get through. Render distance is down very low right now for Elrichi. Probably trying to keep everything to a minimum, but I feel like that doesn't give you too much time to react to the dragon. Increases its render distance, getting that better visibility. And we have all 4 players in the end. Ricci having recovered, I mean, the only person who's made significant progress on the dragon is Teddy Ursa. Both
Yeah.
Fallacious and K4 having...
Fallacious trying to do
with
the crystal, but
crystal
the dragon's...
strats.
Oh, the dragon's not coming here, that was a bait. That was the bait. And dragon's now gonna come, is he gonna be on time? That's gonna be... Oh no, he's gonna die also!
And this is the drop, like I said, we've seen it happen. Oh, it's... Going for a crystal strat is honestly pretty impressive. I mean, if you look at the towers in this nether, they are fairly low. We didn't see crystal strats happen in the first match.
And Teddy actually finishing the game right now.
Teddy closing it out. The winner of the first round. The first to escape the second round, so long as nothing crazy happens right here. And they even have the instant well spawning on them. Nice building.
That's right, pretty good time. And Flacius is gonna hurt him because more than Elrichi's death, because yeah, he's back at his spawn. He doesn't have his bed at 500 blocks away from the spawn and closer to the stronghold. He's gonna have to walk all the way back to the stronghold, and it's gonna be more time consuming than the Elrichi POV. So that's gonna be a little bit of problem.
Top left-hand corner.
Is it an igloo strat? Let's go!
We are seeing an igloo strat run. Going down immediately to break this block with their fist. We're going to see some zombie villager curing. We're going to see some igloo strats. How much gold and emeralds did they get? 5 emeralds, 5 gold. Now you need to get at least 10 emeralds to start the trading. And if you had, say, 12 gold, that might be sufficient to get you all the pearls that you need. But no, we're going to have to see some gathering. Curious if we're going to see the other villager being turned into a Fletcher. Oh, we got a shipwreck. We got a village. This is going to be an exciting run.
There's so much happening right now. I think K4 just finished the game and starting 1.15 as well. He was the last one to build his tower and he's second to finish actually. So really nice comeback right here. right now, and if he's gonna see an eagle, that's gonna be a really nice thing to see for him. I think, because as I know, K4 likes. I don't know if he likes, but I've seen him running many different styles of Minecraft
Got 4 emeralds and 5 gold in
categories.
the shipwreck, 5 emeralds and 5 gold
Yeah.
in the igloo, which leaves where's the nearest chest? Well, Teddy Ursa's got the map, digging around.
That is so
Curious.
good.
They're trying to do it seems without using the F5. Or sorry, is it F4? Dude, it's been too long since I used F4, but it seems that they're
I
not
think you mean
just searching
F3.
for to be able to pull up the don't lie to me
Yeah,
like
it's a
that. Come
4.
on.
Yeah, the keybinds are
Reddit man.
different for every player. I know.
Don't give on him, man. Please. Throw me off. No, but the chest spawns at 9-9 in the chunk. And so, players can use the F4 to find specifically where that chest is, but I think he was trying to do it blind for a second there.
I don't know why is Eldritch doing this. I mean, the the map is just showing him where the chest is, and it's not this far away actually. So it could be worth it to go here. But there's also a blacksmith in the village, and he has a lot of iron.
More
And
iron pickaxe,
the good
so
thing, if you go for this buried treasure, you can also get emeralds from it. So it's gonna be
oh, look at that. Yeah, no, Teddy Ursa has everything that they need in terms of emeralds and gold. 16
oh
emeralds, 17 gold when you have a villager that will do 1 gold per trade to level up, and then 1 emerald per pearl once fully leveled up to get the pearls. Yeah, this is. Oh, El Ricci using the bow on the ice, one of the fastest ways to move in the game.
that is so
Flacius
satisfying.
back in the end fight. Such a setback, though. 27 minutes. Both other players are pretty much done looting. Flacius still has to finish off the dragon. F4 kills the dragon.
So many emeralds actually in the buried treasure chest. It's gonna be enough for the eagle struts right here, so it's a good thing to have here. Lava pool is pretty close to the village, so it's not a bad thing. Actually, Teddy mining. Wow, mining floor, which is made of wool. Make more beds. That's so smart. Wow.
Curious if the players know this, but the regeneration has been standardized to be 4 minutes at max. I think there might still be some RNG as to when they turn, but the most it will take is 4 minutes for the zombie villager to be cured. One strat I'm not seeing being used is to mine out the ladders as you go down. Oh, El Ricci is doing it right as I speak. I was going to say, not mining out the ladders as you go down, creating yourself an elevator back to the top. It's a slight time save. I want to say maybe 10 seconds in terms of having to wait going all the way down. Now, El Ricci is sitting in water while going down. There is ways of using furnaces to time when the water will come
Oh
down
my
afterwards.
god.
But
I remember actually learning it like a year ago, and it was so five-head to do thing. And
it's
actually, oh, look at this! The zombie villager is just name tagged as a friend. Oh,
El
that's
Ricci
so cute.
El Ricci controlling where the which crafting station that villager is able to see. Make sure to keep him trapped. Falacius using some beds. Can't see how much the dragon is. I'm gonna estimate halfway killed. He's got a couple beds in hand.
Yeah, the timer is not on the best side on his screen, unfortunately, but
Yup. If he
I
does get
hope he has enough bets to do this. Actually,
that is a risk. Thankfully, there's not a lot of towers, and it seems that those towers that are there have been taken out, so the dragon's not gonna be healing. Oh no! Has an Enderman aggroed onto Falacius?
oh, it looks like it. He has a water bucket prepared for
Took
Enderman
some
attack, but
damage, but I don't know where that damage came from. There's not an Enderman still on him.
yeah, probably the Enderman Diagros, because if the Enderman takes damage a couple of times, or maybe even one time, he's gonna Diagro on this version, and that's a good bet hit, but it's not
Very
gonna be
good
enough,
hit.
and there's not gonna be enough bet for him also, so it's gonna be not a good situation to be in.
Oh,
He's
what a
gonna
challenge.
he's gonna have to go for a crystal right here. He has a pearl, so he can do it, but it's gonna be really dangerous.
Just gotta get those headshots.
Oh my god, the dragon's actually just flying into him. He can, if he has enough arrows, he can actually bow him down,
Is
but
he gonna finish it? He's gonna finish it with a crystal.
yeah,
Oh
he's
no!
gonna,
Dragon! Using the
unless...
block. The block with a sword is a very powerful block in this game. Pretty similar to using a shield in
So
later
many
versions.
things happening, another charges, that should be it. If it's gonna be timed well, it's gonna be...
With 5 seconds left! Oh my god!
Oh my god,
This is
Fallacious!
not a disappointment from in terms of entertainment. Dropping all the way down and
That's
on to
gonna
the
be
next
it.
round. Let's see how quickly they can go. Palacios popping off, as Redman has pointed out in chat. Let's see what's going on with the other players. El Ricci clearing out the spawner, making it so that more Blaze are going to spawn, or might spawn, basically increasing the chances. The spawner chooses locations in relation to it as to where Blazes can spawn, and then from there checks to see if they're open. If they are, it will go ahead and spawn. And so, you know, it's a combination of both making the battleground easier to manage by bringing it down one level. The blazes are less likely to be able to fly up and escape from the trap, but also increasing the chances that they will spawn. Now, a lot of players you'll see use beds to blow up the area, just instantly making the place more wide, more spawn areas. Seems that we're not seeing either Teddy or Automat take that route. K is now arriving to the spawner, and Falacios has looted the first of 3 chests to get everything he needs for the igloo strats.
Yeah, okay, for Blaze betting the Blaze spawner. Nice to see, even on a 1.14.15 version here. And I can't see actually how many Blazes already. Blazers already heavy players, but I'm gonna guess that Teddy's a little bit ahead because he was the first to enter the Nether compared to all of the remaining players here. Richie has some good spawns here, so it doesn't look bad for him. Another couple of spawns. Just haven't finished the previous wave and there's already another one. Pretty good thing to have here, not gonna lie.
Lacey is finding the buried treasure very quickly.
Yeah, so many iron, 20 iron, 17 gold.
K
And
only
the
has
emeralds.
1 rod. Teddy Ursa checking their inventory faster than I can track.
Well, but Alrici looks like he's done actually right now.
El Richie.
Probably 7 rows
Definitely in
already
lead.
in equipment, yeah. The drop rates aren't so good on this seed compared to the previous one, I think, so that's why we can see a little bit more of the nether action here. But still, everybody has the same rate, so it's not reliant on who has the better RNG. They all have the same one, so Ulrich is gonna be the first one to leave the nether and first one to actually start the process of trading here. And I'm really curious to see the Eagle strat in action because I think I've never seen an Eagle run before. I know I tried it like a year and a half ago in 1.16 because I was trying to get a sub 20 with this. But yeah, that's another version, another times. Very different.
Certainly tried it. I've never seen one played to completion before, so you know, shout out to T-Wags. I think he has done a lot of work in making Igloo strats both known and optimized. And no, how exciting that we get to see it in a tournament setting. I know one mistake that players can make while trading is by shift clicking the redstone at the beginning when you're trying to level up the cleric to get the pearl trade. Each time you start the trade, you need to get yourself 20 redstone to get past that first level, get from apprentice, I want to say, to journeyman. And that said, if you click each trade individually, that counts as 10 trades. If you shift click, it counts as 1, and you've wasted a lot of emeralds.
Oh, it's an interesting thing to know, actually.
Real Malone Musk in chat saying Teddy's probably going to try to get some more pearls. He did not get the bonus restock.
Yeah, if you got a second, I just want to butt in real quick to let everybody know we got a donation in from Speed Nintendo saying it's unfortunate that he wasn't able to participate in the triathlon, but he appreciates getting the opportunity nonetheless, and good luck to all the runners. He's written for Teddy, so go Teddy from Speed Nintendo, and yeah, shouts to everybody in the chat for supporting the event, supporting Urban Arts. We're raising money to help them send the next generation of game designers to college, better their futures. So if you can support the cause, !donate. Yeah, back to the Minecraft action. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Speed Nintendo, for the donation. It's really wholesome from your side, and yeah, actually, as we can see, I think that K4 is in the lead right now. Look at this, he's already traveling. And the boat thing here. Oh my god, so good terrain to use a boat on an ice here. It's always so satisfying to see this. And yeah, K4 being not in a good position in 1.7, just got his way up to this version, and now he's doing really well. The first one to leave the igloo spawn here. And by a
Glacius
long
making
shot, actually.
that water elevator. It seems that they've used some sort of a timer. I didn't catch it if he used fire, if he used the furnace for that, but good to see multiple
I
fires.
think it was a fire because he was burning for a little bit, so
Yep, it's
probably
already
a
dropped
fire.
down. I see Elorici is having to gather. I also saw that they bought some lapis. I'm curious if they messed up the trade. I can't fully remember the order of operations when it comes to trading, but I think that they were debating between lapis and glowstone, which you definitely want to take advantage of the 1 emerald per glowstone trade. I want to say that you get the same amount of experience for trading gold as you do glowstone, but what that adds up to is about what was it? I want to say it was 2. It's either 2 or 4 lepis for every 1 glowstone. I'm pretty sure it's 4.
I'm not gonna tell you.
In terms of experience.
That's the version I have the least least knowledge of all of them, so you're gonna have to carry me here. And something happened to Elrici. He said that his villager did not had a discount on him after the curing. Is that possible? How? Is there a way to like this thing to happen, or it was like he just waited too much after curing him to start the trading? I don't think that's the case. If it happens,
I think
that's really unfortunate.
I think it might have to do with the order of operations as to how he traded there.
I don't know
I,
if
I,
there's
I,
a
I I'm not sure what he means by it didn't have the discount because I saw the gold, the emeralds to gold trade. Oh yeah, no, it has changed. It's now down to 1.
It looks like the standard
That
trade.
that is an issue. I'm not sure what happened there.
And that's up to
Right
the
about
expert to
right,
decide what happened here. Actually, I have
right,
no idea.
right about now, I kind of want to, ping T-Wag, see if he's available to explain what happened there. Days Nova saying another there is some glitch whereby a villager forgets that you cured them. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not sure how you can recover that live during a tournament.
Yeah, we've seen him just mining some
That's
wood for sticks, and
all right. Confirmation in chat that it's not a tournament without there being some level of scuff. There's going to be some RNG or some coding. At the end of the day, this was coded in Java, and Java is by no means a perfect system, nor are the people who create the game or modify it. So that said, refs are handling the situation. Elrici just has to become after fans, says Saren.
absolutely legit game player over here. And on the other hand, K4 is already in a stronghold.
Wow.
Navigating through the rooms, but he's gonna abandon this first. away, and he's gonna go another one. Top right. Couple of zombies, couple of mobs on his side. But it doesn't look like this stronghold is too complicated. So many dead ends pretty soon, so it should be not a hard thing to find a portal room here. And Elrichi actually, by a miracle, is gonna have enough pearls to compete here and go on with his run. So that's a happy ending for Elrichi right here.
But you know what just happened on Elrichi's screen? He went to the main menu and then came back out. That's going to have it change where that eye points. As opposed to pointing to the portal room, it's now going to be pointing towards the starting staircase. Does have...
I think you're talking about 1.7, my friend.
I am. We're doing some English chats. Ignore me.
We're already on
lied.
English. Yeah, that's
That
already
is false.
1.15. Players are this fast. I know it's hard to comprehend how fast and skilled players we have here, but yeah, that's the point here. We are already 1.15. Okay, for having some problems with Creeper. How's dangerous? So many mobs here.
Easily recovered by placing the block. The Creeper has a point, and from that point fires damage raise, as I like to imagine it. By placing a block in between you and the Creeper, you minimize the damage that you take to just 1/2 of a health. 1/2 of a heart.
And I'm gonna take back what I said about finding a portal. It's not gonna be that easy. The stronghold is a little bit complicated later on in one of the ways you have to go. That's not a good thing to have. So many mobs and so many ways to go. It's gonna be a pretty hard thing to have. I think that's just an ocean exposed portal. I mean, the stronghold, just because I've seen water. So that's maybe the reason why there are so many mobs in the stronghold. Just because they are not up in any caves, not in the surface.
You know, Elrichi is currently traveling from the spawn to the stronghold, and this is one of the areas of the run that I really like. You know, a lot of people just call it walking simulator because there is in 1.14
Oh my god, it's a 4-eye actually.
a 4-eye.
Wow.
Very nice. Unfortunately, the other players don't get to know what is happening on the other player's screen, so they just have to assume that they need everything. But I really like getting to see the different types of efficiencies that players use on the travel from spawn to the other location. You know, one thing that the group of players that I usually play with doing co-op, you get to see things like nether travel, and a lot of calculation. Obviously, calculation has been removed from this game for the most part. We're asking that players don't use any Twitch bots, any macros, any calculators. If they do have a spreadsheet, they're allowed to use Control F on that, but aside from that, not letting them watch other players or watch this main screen until the race is over. Also asking that they don't engage with chat, so if anybody is sending messages and not getting responses, that is probably why. And here we have K4 doing the end fight.
That's a really good pace on 4K4 right here.
Right, I mean, the recovery that we've seen from K4.
Yeah.
Teddy Ursa was the clear winner of the first match. K4 was in the bottom of the top bracket. Was it 7th or 8th?
I think it was
Let's
the
go back to the
8th
bracket
place.
leaderboard.
It was the 8th place here, so it's
Yeah,
a really good
K4.
comeback for him, but Teddy is on his tail. And it's gonna all decide if the purge is gonna be faster for K4 or Teddy, and that's gonna be deciding who is gonna have the 1.16 first load warded, and it's K4 doing one cycle, so many bets, pretty decent damage. I think damage is gonna be good enough. It's gonna be good enough. That's gonna be the finish from K4. Let's go. Still 5 pearls in his inventory, actually. Look at this. That he's gonna do a half boss, so he's gonna... He doesn't like having to be relying on just purge RNG. He's gonna destroy some crystal to ensure a quicker purge on average, so that's a good thing to have in a tournament scenario. And K4 is gonna begin his 1.16 seed, and that's gonna be a ruined portal mixed with a shipwreck, I think.
Eddie Ursa pearl clutching, trying to pearl to the top of the tower, missing the mark,
Oh,
but saving themselves with a pearl clutch. About 1.5 hearts left to survive. El Ricci swimming through, has a dolphin to speed up that movement. Looking for the stronghold.
actually, I just looked at Hotber on Teddy's side, and he has so many colored beds. Like there's a red one, gray ones, blue one, white one.
Do you happen to know for the pick block button? I wanted to imagine that it only works for beds of the same type. Do you or anybody in chat know if that's correct?
I don't know actually.
Because I know a lot of players during the end fights like to use like the middle button or a button on their keyboard.
This, yeah, it doesn't work for different colored beds, yeah.
Right, which then leaves it down to the scroll of a scroll wheel or pushing the buttons on your keyboard. A single
Yeah.
mistake, which this is the most exciting part of the run, is you're in the end, you just need to perform and make sure it happens. You know, if your hands are shaking, scroll wheel might not be the way to go.
Oh, but the way to go is killing the dragon, and Teddy is doing it. He's gonna be
That's
second one to finish the
exactly the way to go.
1.1415 version here. And that's good looking for him. On the other side, Alucci is in the stronghold. That's not an easy enough to go here. He's gonna go back.
Facing
bless
water
you.
in the well as you wait for the dragon to come. You know, what worse way to lose a match than to have killed the dragon and die to the fire take damage over time from the beds that you placed.
Wait a minute, what happened to Flashes? He doesn't have any inventory actually, some food. There was a death, right? Had to be.
I
Oh.
completely missed it.
Yeah, me too. And I'm now like, oh, what
I'll
happened?
reach you though. Entering the end. K4 gathering some wood before going into the nether. Again, not a seed where the zero cycle is possible. That those first few seconds in the end is very important. Being able to, you know, quickly get to the center and hit a tower if you're going to try to set the zero cycle. But both times we've seen players having to dig out of that starting area.
That's right, and K4 is gonna actually use his...
Oh! Now we can see what happened to Felicius. They fell into a ravine.
Oh,
They-
that is
There's
unexpected.
Yeah. I wonder if they curled into it, trying to travel fit more quickly. I've seen that happen before in a tournament. Thankfully, there was water at the bottom, so they were able to jump down. But man, again, so many variables in this game, so many that you can't necessarily control unless you run out the entire run and redesign everything. Which it's nice to keep some of the normal aesthetic into the game. K4.
It's gonna navigate some terrain. I actually remember seed testing this seed, and it was a pretty hard terrain to navigate. It was just some ups and downs, and I really love K4 just doing more shears. I mean, using more iron to create shears to have some leaves, which is gonna be beneficial for him right now, just navigating this terrain. And Ulrichi is gonna attempt the one cycle, but something happened. It was destroyed bad, I think, to the first hit, and it's gonna be not a finish for him, not this time. He's gonna have to wait for another cycle destroying the bed, so he's gonna probably go for destroying all the crystals and just going not for a one cycle but a two cycle.
Yep, right there the dragon can only take a certain amount of damage before it starts flying around again, so getting a few good hits in with the axe and then using the bed to get over that limit so that the dragon will be flying again, making it so that the dragon can perch again sooner.
Yeah, I think there's
K4
only
using-
there's only one
using-
arrow on Elrici. I'm sorry, but he has to hit this crystal. Oh, and there is it. There it is. Nice, good shot for his side. The dragon is perching again, and
Look
it's
at that reaction time.
it's
Oh,
not
gonna
even a
be
slump
jump,
cycle.
a jump place.
Oh my
There
god,
we go.
he's gonna do it. He's
He
gonna
hits
do it.
with
He's
an
gonna
axe.
axe and bed it at the end, so he's gonna be all right. Unless
Dragon's
he's
in an
not
inconvenient
gonna try-
place. You have to jump up, but if you jump too high, there we go. Just hope the dragon doesn't randomly decide to leave, because if it does, it can knock you out.
He's gonna just bed it to make sure he's gonna finish, but the dragon head just going to the different side right now. Why? Dragon, please don't do this. It's gonna be the finish for
It's
Rich.
clear, okay.
Oh my god. That was so clutch.
We're navigating the
moly.
bastion. Felicius trying to find his way back, trying to find his way to the stronghold. Also using the dolphin strats to get that added movement speed bonus. Teddy Ursa using one of my favorite strats, one of the strats that I've only learned in the past year here, which is using boats to prevent falling damage. When you are at a very high place and you need to go down, just place a boat. You can
Yeah,
hop out last second in earlier versions and in later versions. I'm pretty sure you can even land unless you get that random percent chance of, I want to say, around 49 and around 100 and something. There's certain block heights where the code will actually
yeah,
have the boat break on that drop.
yeah.
Thankfully, will not happen
49,
here.
51, and some couple of more. And I can't imagine playing Minecraft, and especially speedruns right now, without this boat mechanics actually, because it's so useful in the Nether where there are so many up and down hills, so many places you have to go down, and just the boat just does it for you. All the job here, all the work.
Before
So
that,
good.
I used to use blocks and go 5 up. Say you had to you spawn at the bottom of the fortress and you need to climb up. I'd go up 5 at a time, place a solid block, and then use my say extra gravel or whatever to get up. And then that way, as I'm getting back down, you just run down, only taking about half a heart or a heart of damage each time you drop down. But no longer necessary with boat strats.
Yeah, and I remember actually just taking a hay bale from a village to just do a cable skill jump,
There we
placing a
go.
cable to negate the damage. And actually, Fallacious is in the end, and having some problems with the purge. Didn't come to the purge, I think. And the other thing is doesn't have a bow to do even a half bow, so it's gonna be a really hard time to come back here in this scenario. And Teddy is the second person to go to the Bastion. K4 is already in the fortress, so every player is in a different state of his run. We started this version on a really close matter, really close runs, really close enters to the Nether on a 1.7, but now it's all gone. It's all gone, and it's all really interesting to see Aloysius entering the Nether while K4 is collecting his rods. And as I remembered, it's a looting sword actually here, so it's gonna be really.
Celestia's doing the one cycle. A little bit short on beds. It seems like the dragon is not getting healed, even though that there are a couple. Oh nope, dragon is getting healed ever so slowly. Dragon has taken the
Oh,
amount of damage required to make it start its cycle again. I don't know if Lasius has the bow and arrows. Oh, they got snowballs.
only
I don't
snowballs.
know if they have enough though. Yep, having to be
Oh,
very
it's
accurate.
gonna be
But
so hard.
snowballs fire at slightly different angles each time, which makes it
Yay!
difficult.
There's
A,
one.
li- a nice hit there, but I don't know if they have enough. This might be challenging. If only they had picked up a pumpkin, made a snowman in the end to get infinite snowballs with a shovel. Uh, it looks like they're gonna have to kill Enderman and use pearls to get to different towers. Here's an interesting decision that Placius has to make.
Oh,
Oh, and a tough one. I think they're taking the 40-minute split. Are they starting over?
probably yeah.
They're starting from the
I think
beginning.
I mean there's 18 minutes to finish. I don't think he's gonna do it, but there's nothing much else to do in this 18 minutes. And the thing is, K4 is actually having his blind portal done. The first one to achieve this. He's gonna throw an eye, see where it goes. Actually, the first eye is break one.
The block clutches always get me. Teddy Ursa has been consistently just having incredible movement, catching themselves on the side of walls, dodging, weaving through all the different mobs. El Ricci currently finishing up their trading. K4 Tranquilin, you're right. It's all 4 of the players are at different parts of the run. Kind of you get to choose which part of the run you like to watch the most or which player you like the most and just keep
I
watching them.
personally I'm watching Teddy right now just because he has 2 different swords, the golden one with looting and the diamond one. It just looks so cool to have this double sword here.
How quickly did they get those rods? A couple blaze on the way back. That's another bit of RNG. I think you can change your render distance to 4 to increase mob spawns as you're traveling through, which if you're on a stronghold that you haven't been before, where you don't know where the spawners are. I've seen that save a lot of time, just
That's
turning
right,
down the
but
rudder distance. But it does make
it's actually 5 render distance. It's
5.
most yeah, it's mostly 5 just because it was tested. I think initially by Fyro, and it was just the best render distance to be just spawning these blazes and different mobs in the area. But it only works on certain biomes. In the red biome, it's the most useless, I think, because the more mobs spawn around you, like pigments, like hoglins, etc. So it's not gonna be the consistent thing in a red biome, but it also can happen. Good spawns here. And Elrichi actually forgetting that he has a golden looting sword here. And what is K4 doing? Oh, he's just... Yeah, he's under the lava, building his second portal. I thought he was just doing some weird things here, but he's just doing his second portal, and he's gonna be...
thanks to the enchanted golden apple, I believe they were able to avoid a lot of that fire damage, unless they use potion of fire
Probably a
resistance.
fire resistance, yeah.
I did see some players having golden apples earlier in the run.
And there was one in the ruined portal chest, so...
What a play though. Let's build our portal underwater, under the lava.
Not even underwater, right?
Makes me rethink. You know, if you ever play on those chaos or those faction servers, why not just make the entrance to your base not visible? Let's see.
Yeah, K4 has done distance estimation, how far he is away from a stronghold. Yeah, the calculators are not allowed in this tournament, so distance estimation is a good way to have an idea how far the stronghold is, so it's a good thing to do here. And as we can see, the eye is turning back, so K4 is really close to the stronghold. Another eye break, but he still has 13. He's throwing to just confirm that this is the chunk he wants to dig down, and he's gonna be the first one to enter the stronghold. And as we can see, I think Terry is having his blind... Yeah, he has blinded already. I don't know if he double blinded or he just blinded at the first possible location. He's purling towards his eye direction, and Elrichi has made his first portal, fighting some skeletons, wither skeletons in the nether.
Hey, entering the stronghold.
Yeah, and the K4 is in a stronghold indeed. I think it's gonna be a really linear way to find a stronghold. Is it another 4-eye? Oh my god. Yeah, it is. It's 5-5 even. Oh my god. So many eyes in this tournament, actually. It's a good thing to have so many eyes.
I'm watching El Ricci right now, playing it fairly safe by getting a total of, I want to say it was 9 rods total. I mean, there was an extra blaze that spawned right next to the spawner, but there's 5 rods in inventory, 7 eyes crafted, so definitely got quite a bit.
Yeah.
Opting to build the portal on the surface as opposed to under the lava. And K4, having found the portal room, is now digging up. Again, not the opportunity for a 0 cycle seen yet in this tournament. Maybe that's something that they'll have planned for the later rounds. I'm curious to see.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm not gonna tell you because I seed tested all the 1.16 seeds, so I'm not gonna tell you a single thing was gonna be happening. But yeah, actually Elrich is gonna be attempting to be entering the stronghold pretty soon, I think. Could be the forest. No, it's still going on, so Teddy, if he finds a portal room pretty soon, he's gonna be a really good pace to finish in the second place here, unless the K4 is gonna do something weird here. And there it is. It's a different stronghold, only 2-eye for Teddy actually, so different places to blind, different strongholds to go, and K4 is gonna just wait, not doing any crossbow strats, not any half bows. And I think we've seen Teddy doing half bow on 1.15, so I think he's gonna do a half bow here again if he has some arrows. He has 8 arrows, so it's gonna be just enough to destroy 8 crystal. If he's gonna achieve this, it's gonna be a good thing to speed up the process here. And there it is.
There we see it.
The first one, the second one, good aim so far. The third one destroyed. The fourth one didn't hit. But there it is, the correction.
Beautiful aim on those shots from Teddy Ursa.
Another one missed. Oh, the dragon actually blocking the arrow. Oh my god, what a strat from a dragon.
I mean, if you saw a puny little Steve running through your kingdom and they start shooting the things that keep you alive, you block with your body too. Well, good to see some solid plays by the dragon. Evil bird snake, as I like to call her. K4 has entered the end.
That's
And
he's
we've got
having
the
an arm
burst.
cycle. So many bets, 6 bets in his inventory, and that's gonna be a
Easy.
4-bet. Oh,
Easy
almost a
close
4-bet. But yeah,
All
K-Rock
right.
has done it. Let's
What a
go.
beautiful recovery.
The 8th place in the previous round, now finishing first and having these finals in his pocket right now. And the second one could be potentially Teddy, unless El Ricci is gonna be entering the stronghold
Not too
pretty
far
soon.
behind. But
yeah, because if El Ricci is gonna be entering stronghold pretty soon and having a really close end fight with Teddy, it's gonna be a
Looks like
retime
Dragon's
just
searching.
because of
Dragon
the
is
Deagle
on his
incident.
way
But
down.
yeah, it's a Dragon perch
Unless-
here.
Unless Teddy makes a mistake here.
Oh, there's an
I think we know
Enderman.
who our two victors are.
There was an Enderman going in front of his crosshair, but he's gonna be able to
Let's look that up.
finish it. But it's gotta be a Teddy's match. I don't think even after retime, Average is gonna do it.
We can see both timers on screen, 101.15 versus 101.22. I think it's a pretty clear victory. Teddy Ursa, K4 will be progressing. Fallacius and El Ricci being eliminated. We'll see if we get to watch the end of El Ricci's run here.
That was really exciting, actually, and we've seen so many things happening here. I really loved the thing happening at the beginning where the players were so close, so going neck and neck actually in 1.7, building the towers, but then it all started to coming down to who is better at end fight, who is better at not dying in the end actually, and the K4 doing a really great comeback at the end, securing his spot in the finals. That was really nice to watch.
You know what I forgot about?
What did you forget about?
The situation with El Ricci at the beginning of the Igloo run. I wonder if there's any factoring that's going to go into that, because
There is. The organizer said
it was
that
being handled.
the organizer said if it's gonna be really close, there's gonna be a retime, but I don't think it's gonna be really close because Alrici can't find his portal room, and even if he found it now, he still has to wait for a purge. So
Right.
possibly it's gonna be still Teddy's match, but we're gonna have to see
Lot of
Alrici
damage.
at least try to get to the portal room because so many mobs around here, so many creepers and skeletons.
Thankfully, quite a bit of armor on El Ricci. I'm
Another
not sure if
dead
he's got any
end.
food though.
I don't know. 4 hunger bars also doesn't look good to him. For him, it doesn't look good. If he has no food, he has to do a hunger reset, and there's a
A pearl, some armor, but no food in the chest.
and a library. Oh, that's not what he's looking for. And now no sprint. Actually, there's one
Oh,
way he's going down,
no.
but it's a library entrance.
Walking.
No, that is unfortunate. I don't know why he's not doing the hunger reset. He's not gonna be able to run. Hello, there's a skeleton.
If El Ricci finishes in the next 2.5 minutes, there might be a retime. So it's
I
gonna come
don't.
down. Hey, look, a slime.
Oh my god, no way, there's a slime chunk and so many
Yup.
mob zombies on the free sides on his screen. And this...
Oh no, the skeleton!
Oh my god,
Please.
please stay alive.
I was
Half a
talking
card and
earlier.
he's dead.
What a time to press escape. The
Ouch.
zombie right about to land on top of you. Half a heart. Even the armor is not going to save you there.
The spider in
Ricci
front of you, the skeleton
gives us
fires the bow.
Frame perfect timing, even in death. Unfortunately, I think that will be marking the end of this round. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I'm not the referee, so we'll see.
Okay,
But,
yeah,
you know.
that'll be it.
Good game.
Good game. That's unfortunate. Not a happy ending for Richie, but he tried. He had some issues. Tried to come back, but He didn't achieve it. That's the K4 and Teddy advancing further into the finals of this tournament. But before the finals, we're gonna have a second group, a group B, in which there's gonna be playing 4 more people.
This is going to be the middle section of round 1's winners. So we have Hemazon, Boscaverdios, Lore, and Malone competing.
That's
Each of them being very close in their times. Hemazon for the first match getting a time of 1 hour, 1 minute, 54 seconds. Boscaverdios only 4 seconds behind at 1 hour, 1 minute, 58. Lore trailing with 1 hour, 3 minutes, 27 seconds, and Malone at 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 40. We will also have a new set of commentators. Hopefully, Princess Shaw is here, hopefully joining us soon. And I will be parting ways. Thank you all so much for having me as a commentator. It's been a pleasure. And big congrats to all the runners who participated, all the work that has gone into making this tournament happen.
Yeah, and thank you very much for coming here the last second to save the commentator booth. I'm gonna stay here for the second group to commentate you to see how the player's gonna play right here. But now, I think we're gonna have to go for a break right now. I don't know how much time it is. We can possibly go for interviews if there are players, but I think everybody is connected. I'm not sure actually.
It's anything like the first round in the name of time. We're probably going to be skipping the interview, but there shall be an intermission section right here where the players can take a quick breather. Stand up, stretch, get yourself some water, get yourself a snack. But stick around, because this has only just been the beginning.